Wow, it's beautiful. Am I right? I am in Escanaba in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. A beautiful, fascinating place, an interesting place that we are going to show you in this video. A little bit about the peninsula first, or the Upper Peninsula, the UP as it's called. It is 29% of the landmass of the state, but only 3% of the population. And believe it, I've been driving around the area a little bit, or quite a bit actually, and you go through huge stretches of countryside where there is almost nothing. I'm showing footage right now, somewhere in the middle of the peninsula. Just a lonely road. Absolutely gorgeous though, isn't it? Now, the economy here, mostly based on logging and some tourism. Also, iron ore production. Again, a lot of logging. You see trucks loaded up with cut down trees all along the roads, or on the roads as you drive around the area. It's a beautiful day today, by the way. I'm sitting here on this bench, hanging out with these guys. It is mid-July, 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius, about 11 a.m. The locals here in the Upper Peninsula call themselves Yoopers. I believe you have to be a native to be called that. I could be wrong. But yes, Yoopers. If you live up here, you are a Yooper. Let's see, there is a historic lighthouse up in this direction. How about if we check it out first, and then we'll head into downtown. The Sandpoint Lighthouse, built in 1867. There is a placard over here. Let's take a look at it real quick. From 1868 to 1939, the Sandpoint Lighthouse warned mariners of the spit of land extending into Little Bay de Noc at the entrance to the Escanaba Harbor. U.S. Congress authorized construction of the lighthouse in 1864, shortly after the first railroad began hauling iron ore from the mines to docks at Escanaba. The newly appointed keeper, John Terry, died just before the opening of the light, so his wife, Mary, lit the lamp for the first time on May 13, 1868. Mary Terry served as keeper until March 1886, when she died in a mysterious fire at the lighthouse. So this lighthouse is haunted, it could be said. In 1939, the new crib light began operating in the harbor, and of course it's all electric now. I think we can go inside here. Sandpoint Lighthouse on the National Register, of course. Well, it should be. Oh, cool. All right, I am inside. I'm going to climb this lighthouse. Ooh, up here. Wow. How awesome, huh? And here is the light. Fantastic. All right, this is the second floor. Give you a look. A little bedroom. Another little bedroom. Little tiny bedroom. And a big bedroom. Wow. This must be where Mary stayed. Isn't that cool? Well, okay. There's the stairwell again. Let's go check out the first floor. All right. Looks like It's got a little living area here. And a little kitchen. Looks real cozy, doesn't it? Downtown Escanaba is that way. That building that you see, let me zoom in a little. That is Harbor Tower. At 18 stories, it is the tallest building in the Upper Peninsula. But what I'm really here to show you is this. This is the House of Ludington, built in 1865. A historic hotel, Queen Anne style of architecture that is basically an American style of Victorian architecture. My understanding is that Al Capone used to hide out in the tunnels underneath. Population today is a little over 12,000 people. Peak population was in 1960. There were 15,391 people. The median age is 43. 52% of the town is female. 12% of them are widowed. 48% of the town is male. 86% of the city is white. 3% Native American. 2% Asian. 2% Hispanic. 1% black. Last 6% mixed. Got lots of interesting stuff here. I wonder what this building is. Just ask. Hunting and fishing licenses. Cool, huh? Median household income here is $36,000 a year, which about $700 a week. It's pretty low income. Poverty is 17%. Children's poverty is also 17%. People 65 and older, it's 16%. Those are pretty well in line with the U.S. averages. And let's see, crime's pretty low, 22 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. average is 23. Got a couple theaters I want to show you here downtown. Beginning with this one, the Michigan. It says "Stay Groovy" on the marquee. I'm wondering if that references Michigan native film actor Bruce Campbell, who starred in the Evil Dead movies. And he says groovy in those movies. To comic effect. One of my favorite actors. Anyway, the theater is not in operation, which is kind of sad because it's got immense potential. Here's the second theater I was going to show you. It looks like in even worse condition. But, wow, what a beautiful building. Or it could be really beautiful. Really unique looking. Man, it's too bad somebody doesn't fix this up. Now this is Grab and Go, a little sandwich shop here. They have beef pasties here, one of the hallmark foods, the official food, if you will, of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And that place is reputed to have one of the best. So, I got one. I'm going to go to the car. Can you see it there? And anyway, I'm going to go to the car and I'm going to show it to you and try it out. Alright guys, here it is. A UP Michigan beef pasty. Basically a beef stew wrapped in a pastry. A meat pie that you can eat with your hand, and it is considered a full meal in itself. Smells amazing. This is a banana cake that the guy also makes. I went ahead and bought one of those because I can't say no to that. Anyway, let's take a bite. This thing is huge. I'm just going to take a couple bites here And I'm going to eat the rest in the hotel tonight. Oh, whew, hot. Wow. Yeah. You can see the beef in there, vegetables. I think there might even be some potato. So, oh man, that's good. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. The classic UP Michigan beef pasty. The official food of the Upper Peninsula. Well, I think it's time to see some residential. But let's look at a map real quick, like I usually do. See me there? The white arrow and the blue dot up there in the Upper Peninsula. You can see Wisconsin to the west, Chicago straight south. Canada north, that's Thunder Bay. That is up in Canada. Let's do the mileage log real quick, shall we? I think you can see that. 96,069 miles. So there it is. All right. Let's go check out some residential. Looking pretty awesome, isn't it? That is a beautiful home. Let me swing around and see the front of that. Oh, all the houses on the street. Wow. Really awesome architecture. They all look completely different from the other. I'm a mere 2 blocks off the main street of downtown. So this is the downtown area, or a downtown area neighborhood. Very old neighborhood, but it's quite beautiful, as you can see. Well, look at this guy. He's got his lunch. Yeah, he's guarding it. He's not even getting out of the way of the car. I'll go around you, fella. I won't mess with your dinner. A lot of churches in this town. Here's one of them. First United Methodist. Here's the First Presbyterian Church. This one's got really tall spires. Bethany Lutheran. How about that? This town is full of churches. Wow, look at that. That is something. I'm entering the town of Manistique. Now in 1920, this town had nearly 6,400 people in it. That's a major city in the early 1900s. Today there are 2,800. So that is a pretty significant loss in population over the past 100 years. Median age is 46. 52% of the town is female, so that's 48% male. 86% of the town is white. 5% is Native American. 1% Hispanic, 1% black, last 7% mixed. Median household income, just under $37,000 a year, which comes out to about $700 a week. So that's pretty low income, median household. Poverty is 19%. For children 17 and under, it's only 11% though. That is lower than the US average of 17. 65 and older though, it's a little high. 28% live at or below the poverty level. All right, I'm going to drive into the major part of downtown right now. Crime, a little high. Last year, 28 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. average is 23. That's a quaint, nice downtown. Not seeing any empty storefronts, so there are businesses here, which you'd like to see. All right, well, I'm going to look around a bit. All right, I'm driving up towards the town's main landmark, and that is the Schoolcraft County water tower. All right, so here it is, the Manistique water tower, built in 1921. When it was in operation, it would hold 200,000 gallons of water. There is a steel tank inside of it. And they actually used to have city offices here below. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Well, this is pretty typical of residential. A lot of older homes, all in really good condition. Lovely neighborhoods in this town. Yeah, really nice houses. Manistique is on Lake Michigan. Got a beach here, here in town, and it sure is beautiful, isn't it? Wow, they've got a lighthouse out there. Yeah, there it is. That was built in 1916. It is owned by a private individual. You can't help but notice that although this is a beautiful beach with lots of sand, the sun is out. It's mid-July, but there's no one on the beach. Very few people here. It's because it's chilly. It's about 11 a.m. and it's 55 degrees here. The wind is blowing and it is cool. By the way, that 55 degrees Fahrenheit is 13 Celsius in mid-July. It's a shock to the system for this Texan, I got to tell you. But oh man, it sure is beautiful, isn't it? I have arrived in the town of Newbury. It's right in the middle of the Upper Peninsula. Get you a look at that real quick. The town's peak population was in 1950. There were 2,800 people here. Today there are a little over 1,400. So the town has lost half its population from its peak time. It's a neighborhood right outside of downtown. Median home value here, by the way, is $53,000. So you can get a home pretty cheap here. Median age is 40. 52% of the town is male, 48% female. 13% of those females are widowed. 8% of the males are. Median household income is $41,000 a year. That's a little under $800 a week. That's a quaint little downtown, isn't it? they have a grocery store right here on the edge of downtown. What's that? Rahali's. Let's see, a couple other numbers. Poverty is high here, 25%. Children's poverty, it's even worse, 44%. So that is really high. That is 3 times higher than the U.S. average. For people 65 and older, it's 11%. Crime is low, though. Last year, 10 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. average is 23. So, what's that? 14 crimes basically last year. Yeah, no one's going to complain about that. Let's see, the town is 85% white, 7% Native American, 4% Hispanic, last 4% mixed. The town, although small, does have what looks like pretty much a full hospital. I'm guessing it serves probably this entire area here in the middle of the Upper Peninsula. Now, the most significant building in town is this, the Luce County Sheriff's House and Jail. This was built in 1894, and it's just like it sounds. It's the jail, and the sheriff lived here as well. Here, let's check out this placard real quick. Constructed in 1894, this graceful Queen Anne style structure served as the Luce County Jail and Sheriff's residence for over 70 years. Peninsula Land Company donated the site. So the sheriff would lock them up. It appears in this section of the building. You can see bars on the windows. Yeah, that's where the people were locked up. And he would actually live in this part of the building. That is something you don't see anymore. It's a great building, though. Well, you guys want to see what they're paying for gas up here in the middle of the Upper Peninsula? $3.59. See that? $3.59 for a gallon of gas. Let's see, I'm turning on Harry Street, Harrie. There is a house for sale here. I'm curious what it sells for, especially in a town where the median home value is $53,000. When you guys check it out, tell us what they want for it. This house right here is for sale. 204 Harry Street. Again, that's Harrie. That is an interesting looking house. Alright everyone, I am entering the town of Munising. Actually, I'm in the town. I'm heading into downtown. And it's quite beautiful. A lot of people here. Tourism's the biggest industry in this town, and you can see it. Although there's only 2,000 people, not even 2,000 people that live here, there are a bunch of hotels and motels as you come into town. Now, the peak population of the town was in 1920. There were over 5,000 people here then. So the town has lost quite a bit of population, but it's pretty clear that the town is doing well because of the amount of people that visit. There's a lot of them here. It's an older town. Median age is 47. 51% of the town is male, 49% female. 16% of those females are widowed. The The town is 86% white, 3% Native American, 2% Hispanic, 1% black, and the last 8% is mixed race. It's real nice, isn't it? Median household income is $42,000 a year. That's a little over $800 a week. Poverty is 11%. Children 17 and under, it is 17%. People 65 and older, it is 10%. That's right in line with the U.S. as a whole, those numbers. Looks like I'm driving into residential. So I'll tell you the median house, the median home value. Let me get that spit out. It is $108,000. So houses here are definitely worth more than they were in the last town. Crime is low. Last year, 8 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. average is 23. So that is, what, a third? A third of what it is in the U.S. as a whole. Well, certainly the neighborhoods look real nice, don't they? This is a really pretty town. Well, it looks like I have found it. Lake Superior. You can see all kinds of people here. Well, let's go get a look-see, shall we? Looks like there is a pier here that I can go walk on, so why don't I do that? Yeah. Could get used to this, am I right? If you like cold weather, anyway. If you don't like cold weather, this place is not for you. But, yeah, it's beautiful. Now, why don't I, head out here, take a look. These are little cruise ships sailing. I'm sure it's a big thing. Ooh, it's a bit chilly. Here, let me give you a nice look at the town from out here on the pier. Nice hills up around the town. They do have a beach here. It's small, but it's a beach. Feel the wind coming in off the water. You can probably hear it too. You wonder what it would be like for people who live here to come to Texas right now, where it is 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 36 degrees Celsius, and it feels like summer there. This just doesn't feel like summer to me. I guess you get used to it, and there are people, of course, that like colder weather. I freely admit I like hot weather. I don't think I could ever get used to this. It's beautiful here, but this is just too cool. I mean, it's not cold, but it's definitely cool. A lot of the people walking around are wearing long sleeves in the middle of July. Anyway, it's interesting. Wow, I wanted to show you guys this house. This is something. It looks small when you're standing right in front of it, but you get behind it, it gets a lot bigger, doesn't it? right, everyone, we are in the town of Marquette. Driving into downtown. Got Nicole with me.
Hello.
Let's give you a look at downtown before we get out on foot and look around. Tell you about the town. There is 20,500 people here today. It's the biggest city in the Upper Peninsula. 1980 was peak population. There were a little over 23,000. Let's see, median age is 30. And I saw that and go, wow, what a young town. And I looked at the population breakdown by age. People aged 21 to 30 is the biggest population group. 31% of the town. Now, why do you think that is? Why would so much of the town be young? It's because there's a university here.
Oh.
So this is a college town. Northern Michigan University is here. The Wildcats. Yeah, this is a pretty downtown, isn't it? 89% of the town is white. 3% black, 3% Hispanic. The last 5% mixed. Look at that great old theater. Oh, that is so cool. And it looks like it's still working, in operation.
I like old theaters like that. They're just cool.
Yeah,
looking.
they are the best. Anyway, you can see Lake Superior. We're coming up on it. Well, this huge structure is the Lower Harbor Ore Dock. So peaceful looking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Those guys look like they're having a nice afternoon. Anyway, this was built in 1930. Used to lower or load iron ore onto ships. It closed in 1971, but it is a city landmark now.
Oh,
Me.
That's why it looks like that.
Yeah, it's not operating now.
I
But
was wondering, I'm like, it's just hollow looking. What are they doing there? Okay, gotcha.
yeah, it's 1,200 feet long. It's big, huh?
Yeah, I want to walk out there.
Well, do it.
Well, no, I mean,
There's
that's
steps
the-
right there.
Yeah, and you see it's chained up.
Oh, it's chained up. All right. You didn't bring your...
Bolt cutters? No,
Yeah,
I
you
left
didn't
them.
bring
They're
them?
in my other bag.
Yeah. Anyway, downtown is there, so we're going to head over there in a bit. We're looking around. This is the Marquette County Courthouse, built in 1904. Classical Revival architecture. Let's see. Two big events happened here. In 1913, former President Theodore Roosevelt sued a local newspaper for saying that he was publicly drunk here in the area. So the trial was held here in this county courthouse, and Roosevelt won. How much money did he get?
Of course he won. He probably didn't get any money. He just wanted his good name back, I assume.
Oh, he got some money. 6 cents. Not $6 or $60. 6 pennies.
Of course he won. He's the president.
That's right. Well, come on. Well, anyway, he sued him for libel. Won. Also, the 1949 movie Anatomy of a Murder took place and was filmed here. Starring Jimmy Stewart.
Cool.
It is considered one of the best, if not the best, courtroom trial movie ever filmed.
I might have to watch that.
I want to watch it too. I guess I haven't seen it. Anyway, there is a church right across the street that is awesome too. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
This is St. Peter's Cathedral, built in 1881. Romanesque Revival architecture. It is a beauty.
It is a pretty building.
We are on the campus of Northern Michigan University. I wanted to show you this. The Superior Dome, built in 1991. It is the world's largest wooden dome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It is where, I guess the football team plays, the Wildcats. It's also the home to women's lacrosse and the women's track and field teams.
It's kind of different. They play football inside.
Well, you'd have to up here. They've got
No.
2 feet of snow on the ground from from October to April here.
Well, what about, there are plenty of teams that play, anyway, plenty of teams that play in the north that aren't
Well, I guess they
inside.
just don't want to try to clear the snow out. Anyway, it looks like U.S. Olympic training happens here as well.
That's pretty cool.
Checking out a neighborhood here, and it is spectacular.
Yes, I really like these houses. And they're definitely all different, from each
Yeah.
other. They're not alike each other at all.
See, look at this house. They could see the lake in their backyard.
Oh, that's nice.
That would be nice. Yeah, check that out.
Oh, that guy likes classic cars, huh?
That's my future house. I think. I want the cars too.
This one is some kind of truck or something. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a house here on the left side here too. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Wow.
It's huge.
It is.
I would doubt that it's just a house, but it's between a whole bunch of other houses, so it would.
You could almost call that a mansion. Am I right?
Yeah, it's quite big.
That is some architecture there. You're not kidding about this house here, though. Very unique looking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Especially with that porch. It's the porch that really does it,
Yeah, and the woodwork.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is something, isn't it? How much
Yes.
does a house like that cost, do you think, if you were to buy it?
I would have no idea. No clue. Do you have an idea?
I have no idea. I know the median home value here is $192,000. I mean, look at that. It's like a fourth story. I don't know what you would call that. Way at the top. Can you see it way up there? Some trees.
Yeah, I can only see 3 stories from here.
That's a 3-story house. Yeah, there it is right there.
Okay, yeah, what is that?
I'm not sure.
Huh.
Another big house here. Crime is real low here too. Last year, 8 incidents per 1,000. U.S. average is 23.
Oh, wow.
So crime is very low in this town. Very low. It's relaxing here. What do you think?
Yes, yeah. Usually the water is.
All right. Well,
You should go put your foot in there to see how cold it really is.
no way. You first.
You know I'm not going to do it.
I know you're not going to do it. That's a close-up shot. We are trying to show you the lighthouse here. It's not easy to get to. But that's it right there. That is the Marquette Harbor Light Station, built in 1852. It is closed here for some reason today. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, maybe it's a COVID thing and they never reopened on Mondays. So many things are still closed on Mondays because
Yeah, it is Monday.
because of COVID. It started with COVID and they didn't want to reopen on Mondays or something. I don't know. I could be definitely wrong, but that's what I'd say.
Well, I believe this lighthouse is still in operation. Yeah, it's too bad. I wanted to see it. I was in Escanaba and was able to go into that lighthouse,
Oh, really?
but can't go into this one.
Was that one
But
still
there it is.
functioning?
Huh?
The one in Escanaba, was that still functioning?
Nah. This building was built in 1894, and it is Richardsonian revival, or Richardsonian Romanesque revival architecture.
Okay, really nice.
So this is the 4th building on this trip that we've seen that is that architectural style.
Yes.
Amazing. medieval area, or I'm sorry, ancient Roman Greek style architecture, but his style in particular usually look like castles. Saw the one in Missouri that absolutely looked like a castle, that courthouse. It's a beautiful building though.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, yeah, let's take a little walk through downtown here. Right next to this old city hall is the United States Post Office and Courthouse. I don't know if that's still in operation as such, but that is Art Deco. Yeah, can't miss that.
Is that common that they combine a post office and a courthouse? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
They did back long ago. They've got a great old theater here. I'm not sure if that's working as a theater. Oh, appears that it is a restaurant now. Well, I guess that's one use for it. We decided we liked the menu at this
Delft.
restaurant in a theater.
Delft.
Huh?
The name of it is Delft.
Yeah, Delft. So we're going to eat here. Well, this is the upstairs. They have a bar up here for when it's busier. And we're on the first floor, and they have, there's the kitchen, and they have a big screen here. Maybe they show movies? Not sure. Anyway, the wife, Nicole, is right here, and she has ordered our drinks. We ordered the stracciatella for an appetizer. It's basically bruschetta.
Well, it's bruschetta with other things.
Yeah, it looks good.
Bruschetta has the bread underneath it.
Well, it's kind of like a bruschetta. It's like a bruschetta dip. But anyway, yeah, it's $14. How do you like it?
It's really, really good. It's like the best bruschetta I ever had. Except you have to dish it onto the bread.
Best you ever had. Wow,
Well, but it's not actually
That's
bruschetta.
big talk.
It has like olive oil. It has some kind of balsamic thingy in there. It has, what are these, pine nuts?
Mm-hmm.
Pine nuts on it. So it's not exactly bruschetta, but once you dish it onto the bread, that's the idea you're going to get in your mouth. It's like bruschetta.
All right, our food is here. I've ordered ribs with some fried.
Ribs.
Yeah, it's got fried Brussels sprouts and French fries.
I'm going to check. It is totally fall off the bone. Just totally
It is.
fell off the bone.
It's $29, and you've got a salmon salad.
Yes, it was the classic Delft salad, so like their house salad, and they added the salmon, and that was $27.
All right. Well, they look good. Let's try them out. My ribs are fall off the bone, and it has an Asian sriracha honey sauce on it. It's really good. It's not a regular barbecue. Fantastic. So how's your salad?
It's amazing. It's called the Delft salad, which means it's kind of like the house salad. And so it's got mixed greens, it's got carrots, it's got cucumbers, red onions, and then I added the salmon to it, and it's really, really good. And I got like a house dressing, a balsamic vinaigrette.
Okay.
And it's really, really good.
Awesome.
Really good.
All right, that's the end of this video. We are heading to Lower Michigan next. Going to check out Flint and Lansing, and then after that, East Cleveland, Ohio. So be looking for those. All right, we are on the bridge.
It's become noisy.
Yeah, this is the bridge leading out of the Upper Peninsula into Lower Michigan. There is Lake Michigan, and on the other side, Lake Huron. That's where they meet.